Welcome to the No Views News. This program was created on Tuesday, February 16th, at 3:27 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, by Zeno Reader. There are 739 headlines from 108 feeds we check to build this automated report. Welcome to No Views, daily automated podcast news. The headlines in this super unknown daily news summary do not imply fact-checking or endorsement of ideas. The first headlines are from the current most popular news site, Yahoo News, with 175 million estimated monthly unique visitors. Brent Bozell IV, son of prominent conservative activist, charged in Capitol riot. A new WandaVision toy may spoil a major Marvel twist. Home invasion suspect dies after 82-year-old man fights back. Chinatown shop owner stops robbery by firing 4 shots at suspects in Oakland. GOP sends, Mitt Romney and Tom Cotton announce bill to raise the minimum wage that also bars undocumented workers. Trump fans charged in Capitol attack didn't like Antifa getting credit for their work. Missing man found dead in his CA home, but investigator doesn't know how he got there. Garbage truck driver arrested in California Sandalwood fire that killed 2 people. Mexico beauty queen among those arrested in kidnap gang. Austin mayor, vulnerable residents need power now after storm leaves millions in the dark. The next headlines are from the second most popular news website at this time, with 150 million unique monthly visitors, Google News. Barcelona vs PSG score, Kylian Mbappé hat-trick carries Paris Saint-Germain to stunning Champions League win, CBSSports.com. ERCOT officials say they have no idea when Texas power outages will end, the Dallas Morning News. Adam Sandler recreates iconic Happy Gilmore Drive on movie's anniversary, TMZ. A last-minute deal between a Trump official and ISIS union to hamper Biden's policies has been rejected, BuzzFeed News. Trump's 2024 moon goal in jeopardy, acting NASA chief says, Politico. 967 new COVID-19 cases, 49 additional deaths reported in Mass, WCVB Boston. Dow Jones hits another all-time high, led by Salesforce stock, JP Morgan, Palantir slammed on earnings, Investors Business Daily. Michigan hospital system cancels nearly 2,000 COVID vaccinations due to major shortage, NBC News. David Perdue says he's considering another Senate run in 2022, Axios. LastPass 2 limit free tier 2 either desktop or mobile from March 16. GSMarina.com News, GSMarina.com. The following headlines are from the third most popular news website, with 110 million unique monthly visitors, The Huffington Post. Dr. Fauci thrilled he's inspired new dating term, Fauciing. Trump goes after Mitch McConnell, calls the Republican leader a political hack. Republicans have emerged from the Capitol insurrection united against democracy. Most teachers say they're comfortable going back to school, only with strict safety measures. Pet store fire kills 100 animals at Indianapolis shop, a horrible tragedy. GOP tries to blame Nancy Pelosi for pro-Trump mob that wanted to kill her. GOP official says senator wasn't at Trump trial to do the right thing. A new WandaVision toy may spoil a major Marvel twist. Biden plans to bypass MBS and Saudi relations. The next headlines are from the fourth most popular news website, with 95 million estimated unique monthly visitors, CNN. Girls' birthday gifts will help other children. Social media post spark shooting at restaurant. University sued for allegedly hiding critical comments. World War II veteran celebrates 100th birthday W parade. Residents told to pay back unemployment benefits. Open Burger King draws line during winter storm. Healthcare workers get rides to, from hospital. Neighbor saved homeowner from deadly fire. Iowa senior frustrated with missing stimulus check. Thousands of students return to classrooms. The next headlines are from the fifth most popular news website at this time, with 70 million estimated unique monthly visitors, The New York Times. Winter Storm, Mardi Gras, Australian Open, your Tuesday evening briefing. The soothing, digital rooms of YouTube. Some teens volunteer for COVID vaccine trials to get their lives back. A glimpse of America's future, climate change means trouble for power grids. Technology executive apologizes after dozens of event attendees contract COVID-19. Winter storm disrupts auto production. Millions without power from sprawling winter storm. Amy Cooper, who targeted Central Park birdwatcher, has case dropped. Michigan Republicans who voted to impeach Trump face backlash. They say they are attacking abortion. They are really hurting the poor. The following headlines are from the sixth most popular news website, with an estimated 65 million monthly unique visitors, Fox News. Popeyes decorated New Orleans restaurants with Mardi Gras floats despite parade shutdown. Florida restaurants' mask policy goes viral, face diapers not required. McCarthy, California Republicans call out Newsom over vaccine rollout, we fear more Californians may die. Survey, Black Americans attend church and pray more often. Princess claims she is being held hostage by father, the ruler of Dubai, in disturbing new videos. Social media takes aim at Steph Curry's wife over racy photo, she responds. MSNBC's Joe Scarborough, taco stand destroyed last summer not on same level as Capitol riot. Cam Newton admits to spending millions on clothing he only wore once. Texas officials race to administer 5,000 COVID vaccines after power outage. Catholic school superintendent explains why vast majority of her students are back in class. You are hearing today's top news headlines and more. Today is Tuesday, February 16th. The next headlines are from the seventh most popular news website, with 63 million estimated monthly unique visitors, CBS News. Oprah with Meghan and Harry, a CBS primetime special set to air March 7th. Boston barber seriously injured after stabbing himself in freak accident, client, colleagues jump into action. Beloved Detroit media icon dies day after getting COVID vaccine, autopsy to determine cause. Talking isn't usually enough, new MTV documentary Each and Every Day addresses teen mental health and suicide. 56th ACM Awards to air live from Nashville for the second consecutive year. Unifying America comes to CBS on February 17th. Crone more on Bets the Oval and playing Victoria Franklin, my life literally changed overnight. Tom Brady disgraced Super Bowl trophy during parade and owes apology, creator's daughter says. The next headlines are from the eighth most popular news website, with an estimated 53 million monthly unique visitors, Mail Online, the Daily Mail. Schwarzenegger's son follows in his father's footsteps with his first acting role. Sarah Vine, feel invisible as a middle-aged woman, just pretend to be a man. Victoria Beckham's sister Louise Adams takes job at a COVID testing center. Hidden 100-year-old moonshine still linked to Al Capone is discovered in South Carolina's. Ivanka Trump soaks up the sun with a coffee on balcony of her Miami apartment. Coronavirus, map reveals how Britain's COVID hotspot shifted during second wave. Deep freeze paralyzes Texas and knocks out its power grid. Stillborn baby died from COVID after being infected through the placenta, Israeli doctors say. Red Zone request, Premier League clubs hoping their stars can dodge quarantine after playing abroad. Joseph Ligon, who was sentenced to life in prison at 15, finally walks free 68 years later. The following headlines are from the ninth most popular news website, with an estimated 47 million monthly unique visitors, The Washington Post. This is The Washington Post World News Feed. U.S. urges Yemen's rebels to halt attack on central province. A foreign solution to America's political dysfunction. Volunteer paramedics patrol streets of Venezuela's capital. Squeezed out of the race for Western vaccines, developing countries turn to China. Live updates. White House announces another bump in vaccine supply. Winter storm disrupts vaccination sites nationwide. North Korea tried to steal Pfizer coronavirus vaccine information, South says. Navalny dismisses libel case against him as nonsense in third day of Russian trial. Defying Biden administration, Egypt again arrests relatives of Egyptian-American activist. U.S. vows to help Iraq promote stability in face of enemies. I'm a hostage. New video messages may shed light on fate of Princess Latifah, Dubai ruler's daughter. The next headlines are from the 10th most popular news website, which has an estimated 42 million monthly unique visitors. The Guardian. This is The Guardian's U.S. news feed. Trump lashes out after McConnell blames him for Capitol insurrection. Live. Coronavirus live. South Africa health workers to be given unapproved Johnson & Johnson vaccine in trial. Framing Britney Spears review, a sobering look at sexism and celebrity. Kylian Mbappe's brilliant hat-trick for PSG leaves Barcelona in tatters. Liverpool pounds on RB Leipzig errors to assume driving seat after first leg. Climate change delayed migration of plant-eating dinosaurs by millions of years. U.S. workers go on strike in 15 cities to demand $15 an hour minimum wage. Steve Bannon believed Trump had early-stage dementia, TV producer claims. Rocket attack on U.S. airbase in Iraq kills civilian contractor. Black McDonald's franchise owner sues chain over claims of discrimination. The following headlines are from the 12th most popular news website, with an estimated 36 million monthly unique visitors, ABC News. McConnell responds to critics after voting to acquit Trump. Senate sets first hearing into Capitol assault security failures. U.S. will respond to Iraq missile attack that injured Americans, Biden admin. Racist Central Park bird-watching case dropped after white woman gets therapy. Seattle woman, 90, walks 6 miles through snow for vaccine. Tips for staying safe in a power outage. The next headlines are from the 13th most popular news website, with an estimated 35 million monthly unique visitors, the BBC News. Trump attacks Dewar leader McConnell. Texas weather, deadly winter storm sweeps Texas and U.S. southern states. In pictures, Greece's Acropolis blanketed in snow. COVID, Dutch crisis as court orders end to COVID curfew. Black McDonald's owner sues for racial discrimination. COVID, South Africa variant now dominant in Zimbabwe. Thai child modeling agent charged over child sex abuse images. Governor Cuomo admits to withholding the nursing home deaths. Myanmar coup, Aung San Suu Kyi faces new charge amid protests. Central Park, Amy Cooper has criminal case against her dismissed. The following headlines are from the 14th most popular news website, with an estimated 34 million monthly unique visitors, USA Today. Winter storm delays vaccinations. FEMA opens first mass vaccination sites in California. Latest COVID-19 updates. Massive failure. Why are millions in Texas in the dark amid rolling blackouts? Winter weather. Aerial video shows tornado damage in Carolina. Barcelona protest after rappers insult lead to prison. February is already the deadliest avalanche month in more than a decade. Here's what's fueling it. Winter weather, 3 dead in North Carolina tornado, 3 million still without power in Texas, 115 million inches path of next storm. Crowds subdued and cold, pandemic era Mardi Gras. NASA's Perseverance rover nears touchdown on Mars this week after a 300 million mile journey. Truly a disaster, 3 dead as tornado rips through North Carolina. 3 dead, 10 injured in wake of Carolina tornado. The next headlines are from the 15th most popular news website, with an estimated 35.5 million monthly unique visitors, the LA Times. Fauci more cautious on COVID-19 vaccine rollout, pushing open season to late May or June. Ousted Kevin and Bean host Kevin Ryder lands new gig at rival radio station Colossus. Larry King's handwritten will complicates the fight over talk show host's estate. Garbage truck driver charged in Sandalwood fire that killed 2. LA County gets another vaccine site, but supply remains critically low. Even as COVID-19 declines, LA Latinos see disproportionate devastation. Why was there an alligator farm at Lincoln Park? It was one of many odd amusements of LA's past. Blue Shield vows to dramatically speed up California vaccine distribution with a new plan. Mariachi's hand if God touches COVID-19 patient on ventilator. Los Angeles DA and George Floyd's family add voices to Los Angeles Police Department mock Valentine photo outrage. We hope you are enjoying this news podcast. Today is Tuesday, February 16, 2021. You just heard from the top 15 most popular news websites in the world. More from other news sources is up next. Next, Reddit World News. Reddit is a user collective which claims over 430 million active users per month, and these are the top voted stories today. France ties Russia's sandworm to a multi-year hacking spree. Police in Belarus carried out more than 20 raids on the homes and offices of journalists, human rights activists and trade union members. The raids were part of an investigation into mass protests. The country has faced weekly protests since President Lukashenko claimed a victory election in August. Forced pregnancy, marriage are now recognized war crimes in latest Hague conviction. The landmark war crimes case expands the world's collective understanding of how sexual and gender-based violence is used as a tactic of war. Bill Gates says rich countries should be eating 100% synthetic beef. Myanmar military warned by UN of severe consequences. Drunk driving is Canada's deadliest crime, and one of our most lightly punished. Russia scientists are trying to extract prehistoric viruses from 50,000-year-old animal carcasses frozen in permafrost. Dubai princess, Latifa, held hostage in Dubai, reveals her life is not in her hands. Russian security forces teach schoolchildren how to detain protesters. Russia scientists are trying to extract prehistoric viruses from 50,000-year-old animal carcasses. China overtakes US as Europe's main trading partner for the first time. Saudi woman handed death sentence for killing Bangladeshi maid. Revealed, Monsanto owner and US officials pressured Mexico to drop glyphosate ban. China used Russian strategy to spread lies that US created COVID-19, report. Spain's Jewish communities call for an investigation into a neo-fascist demonstration in Madrid. At the event on Saturday, at which attendees carried Nazi symbols, a young woman made a speech proclaiming that the enemy is always going to be the Jew. The next headlines are from Forbes. New Orleans celebrates a Mardi Gras unlike any before, photos. Deadly winter storms force major companies to halt operations. Nissan exec addresses talks with Apple. Stitch pitch, fabric and craft retailer Joan files for IPO. Tony Awards nominees may suffer due to delay in voting. Texas Republicans tweets mocking California blackouts resurface amid power crisis. Venues still haven't seen $15 billion COVID-19 grant program in action. Aliens no more, Biden administration reportedly directs immigration officials to use inclusive language. Booming demand for hangover prevention and hydration products pushes Canadian startup No Days Wasted into retail. Mass atrocities, including the use of rape and sexual violence, in the Tigray region of Ethiopia. The next headlines are from Nature.com. Why universities are key to tackling inequality. COVID research updates. Robin leads a flock of new U.S. COVID variants. Some antibodies can dampen antiviral defenses in people with severe COVID. The Hunt for Life on Mars, a visual guide to NASA's latest mission. The coronavirus is here to stay. Here's what that means. COVID vaccines and safety, what the research says. At 50, the UN Environment Program must lead again. Vaccination, keep records secure with blockchain. Peacemaking, new technologies are no panacea. Involve citizens in climate policy modeling. The World Population Update. Currently, we are increasing by over 220,000 people a day, expecting to reach 8 billion in 2023. At the time this report was generated, the population was estimated to be 7,686,438,965 humans. Worldometers.info says there are 195 countries at this time and, of those, the top 10 with the largest populations are, in order, China, India, the United States, Indonesia, Pakistan, Brazil, Nigeria, Bangladesh, Russia, and then Mexico. The next headlines are from Variety. Keke Palmer to star in Jordan Peele's upcoming secret film at Universal, Daniel Kaluuya in talks to join. Sis Hawaii spin-off in the works at CBS. It's a Sin star Neil Patrick Harris amazed by younger generation's view on sexuality, the labeling and stigma is just not there. TV ratings, 9.1, One Duo out2's Bachelor primetime viewership but dating show remains #1 in key demo. Keen to Brunson to write, star in ABC comedy pilot Parody Elementary. Lingua Franca filmmaker Isabel Sandoval signs with CAA exclusive. Jackass 4 feet teen trying to get Bam Margera help after meltdown. Only 4 out of the WGA Awards 31 nominees are women. Bridgerton star Regine Page joins Dungeons & Dragons film. Kevin Mayer, Tom Stagg's eye roll-up of content firms including Scooter Brown's SB projects. The following headlines are from NPR, National Public Radio. Trump blasts McConnell and his leadership in lengthy response to recent criticism. Secretary of State Blinken, no doubt U.S. diplomacy tarnished by recent events. Biden administration says it has increased vaccine supply. U.S. court sides with family of man killed in crash involving diplomat's wife. Virologist, WHO team found no credible link between Wuhan labs, COVID-19. Texas governor calls for investigation into group that manages state power grid. Amy Cooper, white woman who called police on Blackbird watcher, has charge dismissed. To understand police reform, law professor volunteered to join the force. House Democrats sues Trump, Giuliani and 2 far-right groups over Capitol riot. Winter storm disrupts COVID-19 vaccinations, closing clinics and delaying shipments. The following headlines are from The Week. Trump comes out of hiding. Trump issues wild and lengthy statement attacking unsmiling political hack McConnell. Brooke Baldwin is leaving CNN after 13 years. More than 3.5 million Texans remain without power, and providers say it could last through the night. The Daily Gossip, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are having another baby, former Bachelorette Rachel Lindsay is speaking out, and more. What the Texas blackout reveals about America's climate vulnerability. Judas and the Black Messiah, Borat, and more Pickup Writers Guild Awards nominations. Salma Hayek claims people discriminate against rich men. COVID-19 vaccine shipments increasing from 11 million to 13.5 million per week, White House says. More Republicans blame Biden for Capitol riot and fall Trump. The following headlines are from the Texas Observer. On daily life in County Line, a former freedmen's colony. The culture of violence inside Austin's police academy. The following headlines are from the NASA Mars Exploration Program. NASA's next Mars rover is ready for the most precise landing yet. The next headlines are from Universe Today. Water-shaped features on Mars much earlier than previously believed. This is what happens to spacecraft when they re-enter the Earth's atmosphere. The surprising discovery of ceramic chips inside meteorites means there were wild temperature variations in the early solar system. A combined map of almost 15,000 dust storms on Mars. A cluster of black holes found inside a globular cluster of stars. NASA has decided to start building the Lunar Gateway using the Falcon Heavy. These are the news headlines for today, Tuesday, February 16th. This podcast is produced only in English at this time. As of 2020, the Ethnologue reference lists 7,117 different human languages, with English being the third most common, after Mandarin Chinese and Spanish. The following headlines are from earthsky.org. Hunkering down in winter weather. Arc to Arcturus, a springtime star. Galaxies have magnetic fields, too. Images here. What is the Milky Way? How to watch Perseverance's Mars landing on February 18th. For those at southerly latitudes, Canopus. The next news is from Politico. The vaccines that could stop COVID-19. Nikki Haley's choice. Biden's first 100 days. Attack in Iraq highlights Biden's Saudi problem. Trump's 2024 moon goal in jeopardy, acting NASA chief says. Trump attacks McConnell in fiery statement. To speak or not to speak, Saudi Arabia poses a princely dilemma for Biden. Hoyer, bipartisan earmarks come back in the offing. Johnson, McConnell doesn't speak for the conference on Trump's culpability for riot. White House backs effort for independent panel to study January 6th riot. The next headlines are from the Sydney Morning Herald in Australia. Classics teacher a delightful contradiction of a fellow. Australian Open 2021 live updates. Body meets Machova and Medvedev faces off against Rublev for spots in semi-finals. Coronavirus updates live. Victorian lockdown likely to be lifted on Wednesday night as state records 0 COVID-19 cases. Liverpool bounce back in Champions League. PSG thrashed Barcelona. Unsmiling political hack. Trump lashes McConnell, deepening GOP civil war. Race by race tips and preview for Randwick on Wednesday. From kick serve to slice backhand, the shots that make Ash Barty great. Coles warns of falling sales as COVID sugar hit wears off. Online punting surge softens COVID-19 blow for Tabcorp as profits slide 7%. Why a Perth mother pulled her children from a public school to pay more than $200,000 in fees. The next headlines are from MarketWatch. The Margin, Michael B. Jordan gave his girlfriend Hearn stock for Valentine's Day. Keywords, Trump slams Mitch McConnell, Mitch is a doer, sullen, and unsmiling political hack. The Margin, Bill Gates roasted for saying rich countries should eat 100% synthetic beef. What's worth streaming? Here's what's coming to Hulu in March 2021, and what's leaving. Third Point opens Alphabet, Intel stakes, while trimming Amazon and other tech names. QuantumScape stock rallies after California battery plant news. Mark Hulbert, what signals the top of a bull market in stocks, not rising interest rates. Personal Finance Daily, how to decide whether to file taxes early or wait, and here's why American credit scores continue to rise as economy struggles. Capitol Report, Democratic lawmakers roll out bill that aims to close carried interest loophole. Newswatch, why the stock market's worst-case scenario depends on these 3 ingredients. Next, the top stories about patents and inventions. Twist emerges in Senate IP Subcommittee leadership for 117th Congress, IPWatchdog.com. To fight climate change, should green investors reconsider big oil? Harvard Business School working knowledge. Paul Sinelli launches AI tool for patent applications. Missouri Lawyers Media. Ford wins agency tribunal challenge to MIT clean engine patents. Bloomberg Law. Sosa E. Hector's spin-off company Orexia Therapeutics merged into newly created Centessa Pharmaceuticals. Salamanca Press. Craig Biocraft Laboratories files for international patents in key spider silk knock-in knockout technology, Globe Newswire. Science Rewind, notable black scientists and inventors throughout history, McGill Tribune. Inspiring Innovation U-Daily, U-Daily. Innovation Engine U-Daily, U-Daily. Husking was not easy until Martha Jones, first black woman to receive a U.S. patent, American University Intellectual Property Brief. The next headlines are from Quartz. China no longer needs Hollywood movies. Amazon is taking aim at one of its few remaining rivals. South Africa restarts its vaccine drive as the first country to use the Johnson & Johnson shot. What are the implications of countries like Tanzania not vaccinating against COVID-19? Capital Probe, China's emissions, Yardley Grass. CTE d'Ivoire's informal economy has come online and the government's not happy. Has India found an auto policy that's good for the economy and for its heir? China dethroned the US as Europe's top trade partner in 2020. Everyone should worry that Indians aren't taking their second vaccine doses. 8 questions Congress should definitely ask at the GameStop hearings. The following headlines are from Tech Dirt. Tech Dirt Podcast Episode 270, Regulating the Internet Won't Fix a Broken Government. 230 Matters, 1 week until our event in discussion with Section 230's authors. First Circuit rejects device search challenge, says the Fourth Amendment doesn't apply at our nation's borders. Daily Deal, the Learn to Draw comic book characters bundle. Parler's found a new host, and a new CEO, for now. State laws restricting community broadband are hurting U.S. communities during the pandemic. We are now about 1/3 of the way through this daily news headlines podcast, a free service. Here, next, are the top trending keywords in Google web searches for today, a different window on world events. Brooke Baldwin. Liverpool. Nintendo Direct. Eugenie Bouchard. Djokovic. CCIV. Lacey Evans. Larry King. UEFA Champions League. Nets. The next headlines are from RT, the first Russian news station in English. After being cancelled, Gina Carano's Mandalorian figure sells for big bucks as thousands demand she be rehired by Disney. Trump remains unchallenged frontrunner among potential 2024 Republican presidential candidates, poll. Trump declares war on Senate GOP leader McConnell, calls him dour, unsmiling hack and vows to back America First primary rivals. Spanish police fire rubber bullets after Barcelona protest demanding rappers release descent into riots, videos. Biden supports 9/11 style commission to investigate U.S. Capitol riot, as suggested by Pelosi, Graham, and others. Russian-made Sputnik V and APVac corona vaccines are effective against UK variant of coronavirus, watchdog. Iran informs UN nuclear watchdog event to surprise nuclear site inspections this month to enforce act of parliament. I am going to be MMA's biggest star, Bellator brawler Valerie Larita shares snap with 50 Cent as she promises to dominate sport. Kamala Harris, not Joe Biden, makes some of the latest calls to world leaders, White House readout reveal. Robinhood CEO claimed to be hiding in undisclosed location, supposedly facing death threats over restricting meme stock trading. The next headlines are from Zero Hedge. Berkshire reveals new positions in Chevron, Verizon, exits JPM, trims Apple, Wells, full 13-net summary. Hello clean energy advocates, what do we do when the wind turbines are all frozen? Fed Bullard says Bitcoin at $50,000 not a threat. $2, sees no asset bubbles anywhere, it's just normal investing. Florida, California took opposite approaches to COVID, with virtually same result. Foreigners bought a record amount of U.S. stocks in 2020, bond selling continues. GBOAT, is this the greatest bubble of all time? With impeachment over, Democrats forge ahead on $1.9 trillion stimulus. Bond bloodbath sparks stock slump, dollar and crypto jump. Vega vacuum, why the high VIX has been so persistently sticky and what happens next. Hedge fund sues brokers alleging naked shorting in now defunct Concordia Health. The following headlines are from Al Jazeera, Middle East News. Biden to push COVID stimulus bill at Wisconsin town hall event. Peru's ex-president sought COVID jab out of turn, doctor says. U.S. farmers won't see a year as profitable as 2024 a decade. U.S. energizing talks to end Yemen war, special envoy. No choice, hunger forces Zimbabweans break COVID lockdown rules. Iran to curb cooperation with nuclear watchdog inspectors. $900 in GEF, U.S. judge says Citigroup cannot recoup Revlon payout. Biden's first call to a Middle East leader will be to Netanyahu. Los Angeles Police Department probes cruel George Floyd photo, murder trial weeks away. Could Catalonia try to break away from Spain again? The next headlines are from Breitbart. AMLO blames U.S. for Mexico's power grid failures. Jason Smith, only 9% of $1.9 trillion COVID bill goes towards vaccinations. Utah GOP has no plans to censure Mitt Romney for Trump impeachment vote. George Conway, Kurt Bardella call on Lincoln Project to shut down, it's over. Poll excludes Ron DeSantis, rising GOP force, from 2024 presidential survey. Watch, Kudlow calls Bulls tea on hot Makito Kamala claim Biden admin started from scratch on vaccine. Former NY Governor Pataki, New York should consider law to recall Andrew Cuomo. California Republican introduces bill to ban political discrimination. Texas leaders begin blaming others for power failures during winter storms. Chuck Schumer dodges questions on Cuomo nursing home scandal. The next headlines are from UPI News. Watch, hungry alligator steals Florida man's golf ball. Maryland man's coffee stop ends with $57,777 lottery jackpot. Crocodile undergoes surgery to remove shoe from stomach in Florida. Watch, 911 call about dismembered body leads to finding mannequin parts. Watch, dog rescued from basement of abandoned home in Detroit. Watch, Philadelphia artist's 6,507 square foot drawing breaks world record. Cat reunited with family 4 years after escaping home. Watch, world's longest hockey game ends after 252 hours in Canada. Emu leads owner on a chase through Utah town. Taiwan couple hits back-to-back prizes with scratch-off lottery tickets. The following headlines are from goodnewsnetwork.org. Startup cleans up laundry detergent with powerful soap that uses bio-ingredients. Archaeologists in Egypt have unearthed the world's oldest known beer factory, thought to date back 5,000 years. Mardi Gras becomes Yardi Gras when float-making company gets orders for porch floats after parade is cancelled. Paris is turning its dark underground parking lots into mushrooms farms. 110-year-old has turned into a singing sensation on social media, fulfilling lifelong dream thanks to great-grandson. Instead of responding with cops, Denver sends healthcare teams to non-criminal calls, and it's already saving lives. Hikers brave miles of icy mountain trails after rescuing dog that was stranded for 2 weeks. 70-year-old grandpa becomes oldest person to row across the Atlantic, and he raised $1.40 mil for Alzheimer's. 400 years after being wiped out by hunters, Britain's wild cranes make a comeback. Company develops sound beaming to enable digital listening in your own sound bubble, a cone of near silence. You're tuned to No Views, daily automated podcast news. This is a report for Tuesday, February 16th. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Reddit Offbeat News. Ice Age horse skeleton found in Utah backyard isn't what we thought. Nestle creates vegan Kit Kat bar without milk. Chattanooga man charged with impersonating President Obama on gun permit application. Tennessee man leaves $5 million to pet border collie. Bald chump with a baby bump. The internet targets James Charles bald head after pregnancy backlash. Commuters are inhaling unacceptably high levels of carcinogens. Man steals rings from one Florida girlfriend to propose to his other girlfriend, deputies say. For face hot wax TikTok videos prompt warnings. French workers can now eat lunch at their desks without breaking the law. The next headlines are from a site called The Next Web. Experimental brain research makes it seem less likely we're living in the Matrix. Researchers used AI to determine which overlooked animals could host a new coronavirus. For under $35, this collection is all the coding training you need to get started. This robotic glove uses AI to help people with hand weakness regain muscle grip. A Stone River membership gives you 800 tech courses and 4,800 hours of training for under $100. Zutalore, France spanks Google over misleading hotel ranking algorithm. Berlin revamps its inner city with new pedestrian protection laws. A brief history of phones with two screens. Apple may release an iPhone 13 mini, and this is a good thing. Can we be friends with robots? Research says yes. The following headlines are from Science Daily. Neanderthal gene variants both increase and decrease the risk for severe COVID-19. Secret to how cholera adapts to temperature revealed. Solution to puzzling phenomenon may open door to improved cold spray efficiency. Study sheds light on how people cope with health challenges and medical debt. The body produces new satiety factor during prolonged exercise. Small window of opportunity for best recovery after stroke. The smallest galaxies in our universe bring more about dark matter to light. Planetary scientists discover evidence for a reduced atmosphere on ancient Mars. Breakthrough in the fight against spruce bark beetles. Psychotherapy for panic disorder shows positive long-term effects. The next headlines are from Information Week. Graph-based AI enters the enterprise mainstream. Generation Z is bringing dramatic transformation to the workforce. Finding the great predictors for machine learning. 3 ways to empower female software engineers on your team. This is a reading of news headlines. This broadcast was created on Tuesday, February 16th from over 100 sources to give you a bigger picture of the news. The next headlines are from NASA News. NASA updates coverage of International Space Station cargo ship docking. NASA awards Consolidated Program Support Services contract. The next headlines are from the Salt Lake Tribune. Royce O'Neal, versatile defender, still reluctant shooter, is a major storyline in the Utah Jazz's surge. Bagley cartoon, Polar Express. Marriott CEO Arne Sorensen dies of pancreatic cancer. Incarcerated youths in Utah could earn a college degree in custody under a new bill. New rendering gives Latter-day Saints first look at Syracuse Temple. Utahns drove less in 2020 with the pandemic, so why did their auto insurance premiums go up? Utah is beginning to see herd immunity, says Intermountain doctor. Lawmakers take aim at limiting emergency powers. Humans Against Mike Lee campaign launches to unseat senator for opposing Trump impeachment. Package thieves could face a minimum $3,000 fine, 10-day jail sentence under new Utah bill. The next headlines are from Slashdot, Tech News for Nerds. Near total internet shutdown for third night in a row in Myanmar. Stadia leadership praised development studios for great progress just 1 week before laying them all off. For the first time since 2008, European Space Agency is on the hunt for new astronauts. Ghana plans to relax telecom licensing rules to lower data costs. Fake Amazon reviews being sold in bulk online. Sennheiser says it's open to selling its consumer audio business. Roku plans to produce original shows and feature films. LastPass free tier will become a lot less useful next month. Bitcoin jumps to $50,000 as record-breaking rally accelerates. TikTok hit with consumer, child safety and privacy complaints in Europe. The next headlines are from Fox St. Louis. Snow causes vaccine delivery delays across the country. Illinois stocked up before storm. Progress for Missouri as state reports 5 straight days of fewer than 1,000 COVID cases. Map, the 2021 St. Louis area fish fry a list for Lent. The Arch invites you to look at the icy Mississippi from their webcams. Deerbergs to host virtual hiring event filling more than 150 positions. Planters is hiring peanutters to drive nut mobiles across the U.S. Winter storm causes Pritzker to issue disaster proclamation for Illinois. Photo gallery, St. Louis snow view from Bomarito Automotive Group Skyfox. I-255 reopened over Jefferson Barracks Bridge. Tractor-trailer jackknifed on chain of rocks bridge. These are the current headlines from the world's most interesting news websites. Thank you for listening. The next headlines are from Fox San Diego. Doer, sullen, and unsmiling political hack, Trump goes after McConnell in scathing statement. Bill would improve worker conditions at warehouse distribution centers. Driver arrested after hit and run seriously injures pedestrian. Some move to change breast milk to chest or human milk in an effort to be more inclusive. Fauci extends vaccine wait time for most Americans, now targeting midsummer. FEMA opens mass vaccine sites in LA, Oakland. Biden extends ban on foreclosures. Biden urges Congress to pass $1.9 trillion COVID relief package as ECA special enrollment period opens. 2,000 appointments open up at Sharp vaccine sites. Attackers shoot 5 dead in Chihuahua, leave severed heads on hood of truck. The next headlines are from spooknews.com. Data security in an omnichannel world, ETCIO. Bug in Share-Eat Android app can get your data hacked, ETCIO. Online harassment occurs most often on social media, but strikes in other places, too. Reports, U.S. spy plane, missile tracking ship deployed near North Korea. New spy shots of Hyundai's first pickup truck emerge car scoops. Agent Sonia, a biography of intrepid Antifa spy Ursula Kozinski. North Korea launched over 1M cyber attacks daily, Seoul spy agency says. Spy agency, North Korea hackers targeted COVID vaccine tech. Pro-India malware used to spy on Pakistani military, nuclear agencies. South Korea spy agency, and Korea hackers targeted vaccine tech. The following headlines are from Defense Blog. U.S. Marines learn how to drift armored vehicles on snow. U.S. Special Operations Command pursuing limited competition for MH-6 Little Bird upgrade. The next headlines are from SupChina, top news about China. A movie ticket for $20, price complaints soar as China breaks box office records. After latest blackface incident, Africans in China grow weary of racial insensitivities. From folktale to national treasure, the story of the butterfly lovers. How China's e-commerce helped stamp out the pandemic. Chinese box office breaks record despite pandemic shadow. WHO in Wuhan, a refusal to share raw data, or standard scientific debate? Could urban single women be the solution to China's surplus of rural bachelors? Chinese importers choke Zimbabwe manufacturers amid COVID-19. British MPs urge boycott of 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics. This is the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today, in the GMT time zone, is Tuesday, February 16, 2021. Now, more headlines. The next headlines are from KRON4 San Francisco. Here's what $500K buys you in California versus Texas. San Francisco opens new vaccination site. Hero sanitation worker spots 7-year-old in trash, stops garbage truck's blade. Stanford announces plan for 2021 commencement. Disney's Mandalorian under pressure to bring Gina Carano back. Lawsuit accuses Trump, Giuliani and others of conspiring to incite Capitol riot. Coyote attacks child in Moraga. Here's how San Mateo County residents age 65 plus can get vaccinated at SFO. 5-year-old girl wakes from coma after crash involving Chiefs coach Britt Reed. The next headlines are from the Daily Herald. Millions endure record cold without power, at least 15 dead. Liverpool gets respite with 2-0 win over Leipzig in CL. Mbappé's hat-trick gives PSG 4-1 win over Barcelona in CL. Census delay creates redistricting uncertainty. Kane County may rescind cannabis ban next month. Bigby's bar closes after 7 years in Rolling Meadows. Wheaton restaurant manager remembered as larger-than-life personality. Kane County Sheriff's Office helps get court workers vaccinated. Pritzker issues statewide disaster proclamation amid winter storms. Winter storms grip won't ease up until weekend. The following headlines are from Seattle PI. Washington lawmakers pass amended drug decriminalization bill out of committee. Hugo House writers, teachers call on executive director to resign over structural racism. Temperatures to rise this week in Seattle area, lowland rain expected after snow blankets region. Report, these truck models have the highest 2020 inventory still available. The next alerts are from the Global Disaster Alerting and Coordination System, a cooperative effort from disaster managers worldwide. Drought is ongoing in Bolivia, Brazil. Drought is ongoing in Mexico, United States. Drought is ongoing in Kazakhstan, Russia. Drought is ongoing in Iraq, Syria, Turkey. Drought is ongoing in Algeria, Morocco. Drought is ongoing in Angola, Congo, DRC, Namibia. Drought is ongoing in Madagascar. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 5.9 m, depth 10 km, in Vanuatu February 16, 2021, 1:31 UTC, about 82,000 people within 100 kilometers. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 6.7 m, depth 14 km, in Niue February 16, 2021, 0:49 UTC, no people within 100 kilometers. Green earthquake alert, magnitude 6.2 m, depth 10 km, in Vanuatu February 16, 2021, 0:49 UTC, about 69,000 people within 100 kilometers. You are hearing the No Views, daily automated podcast news. Today is Tuesday, February 16th in the Greenwich Mean Time zone. Headlines here were found today in news feeds from around the world, but we do focus on the USA, one of the world's current 195 countries. Now, more news. The next headlines are from ABC Houston. Harris Company Judge Lena Hidalgo calls lit up downtown skyscrapers amid outages maddening. Some Centerpoint customers could be without power for days, company says. 3 adults and 4 kids transported after carbon monoxide poisoning in Plum Grove. Warming stations and shelters open throughout the Houston area. Seattle woman, 90, walks 6 miles through snow for COVID-19 vaccine. Woman left with nowhere to go after pipes burst in her home. Houston airport slowly opening after winter storm causes dangerous runway conditions. Dominican musician, idol in world of salsa Johnny Pacheco dies at age 85. Shell and ExxonMobil shut down Southeast Texas plants during freezing conditions. Galveston County asks for truck to haul bodies of winter storm victims. The following headlines are from China Post, top news about China, Taiwan and the world. Vandy set for another deep run, but Gators are team to beat. Nix Robinson has surgery to repair broken right hand. Captain pleads not guilty to manslaughter in boat fire. Lawyers want special prosecutor in cases versus Atlanta police. Appeals court okays release of NYC police discipline records. Game of Thrones stars Harrington, Leslie welcome baby boy. McIlroy to become first international player on PGA Tour board. Number 2 Baylor set to resume play February 23 after COVID-19 pause. Mullen focuses on Florida amid college football concerns. Cardiologist, anti-war activist Bernard Lone dies at 99. The following headlines are from The Gothamist. Extra, inside NASA's high-stakes Mars rover landing. Judge dismisses charges against Amy Cooper, woman who called police on blackbird watcher in Central Park. City doles out historic sum of taxpayer-funded campaign cash. De Blasio administration rejects proposal to strip NYPD commissioner of final discipline authority. Cuomo changes his marijuana legalization plan following widespread criticism. New COVID vaccine data shows which parts of NYC are being left behind. Wiley misses cutoff as Stringer and Adams score public funds in record-setting payout. Mount Sinai cancels COVID vaccine appointments, sending at-risk years back to square one. NYPD disciplinary records are now public, as federal court rejects union's lawsuit. Vote for a fictional NYC mayor in this ranked choice voting practice ballot. We hope you are enjoying this podcast. If you have a suggestion for a new RSS feed we should add, please leave it in a comment on our YouTube page. Next, info on a few earthquakes today from earthquaketoday.com. Light earthquake, 4.6 mag has occurred near Ishinomaki in Japan. Minor earthquake, 3.2 mag strikes near Nembulek in Alaska. Minor earthquake, M3.9 quake has struck near Adak in Alaska. Light earthquake, M4.5 quake has struck near Tule in Indonesia. Light earthquake, 4.6 mag has occurred near Jizo in Solomon Islands. Light earthquake, 4.9 mag has occurred near South Sandwich Islands region. Moderate earthquake 5.3 mag, near the north coast of Papua, Indonesia. Minor earthquake, 3.7 mag strikes near Adak in Alaska. Light earthquake, 4.6 mag strikes near Tezluku in Turkey. Light earthquake, 4.4 mag has occurred near Havlulato in Tonga. The next headlines are from globalissues.org. India glacier disaster. In a warming world, is there no less lethal way to power development? Making the UN Tax Committee more effective for developing countries. Climate change and policy making in Nepal. IP, vaccine imperialism cause death and suffering, delay recovery. Peace in Yemen, but not without woman's role in peacebuilding. History of female, mobility in Nepal. Why Australia's indigenous people are the highest incarcerated globally. The perils of child marriage and the promise of freedom. The next headlines are from blacklistednews.com. DARPA's new space program stirs worldwide concern. Pelosi unveils 9/11 style commission to investigate January 6. Japan appoints Minister of Loneliness to combat COVID-19 related suicides. Grid chaos sparks massive rolling blackouts across Texas. China shows off super soldiers equipped with exoskeleton suits on heavily disputed border. German nursing home whistleblower, elderly dying after COVID vaccine. Hershey, Nestle, Mars and other chocolate makers named in child slavery class action lawsuit. Amazon recruiting 26 former FBI agents to smash workers' unions. New documents reveal more British efforts to undermine Russia. Blacklisted news on Gab. The following headlines are from Snopes, a fact-checking service. Did the US Al Gore get stuck in ice? Egypt, archaeologists unearth ancient beer factory in Abydos. Is this video of a fireball surging across a power line real? Did Elvis Presley have Jewish ancestry? FEMA opens mass vaccine sites as bad weather hampers efforts. Millions endure a record cold without power, at least 14 dead. GameStop saga may be over, its effect on Wall Street isn't. How to rebrand a fish so that it sounds tastier. Germany ekes some fun out of a quiet carnival. 46,218 news transcripts show ideologically extreme politicians get more airtime. The next headlines are from factcheck.org. See check video, the facts about Fauci and masks. We are now about 2/3 of the way through today's news headlines. When everything is working, this feed will auto-update 3 times per day. Join us daily to stay informed. The next headlines are from the Daily Beast. Son of right-wing activist L. Brent Bozell III arrested for storming Capitol. Dominion says it will sue MyPillow CEO Mike Lindell over election fraud claims. Hundreds of thousands of COVID-19 vaccines delayed by winter storm in Texas. Unprecedented, why a historic winter storm has caused chaos across Texas. CNN anchor hammers Fox News for false claim about spontaneous Trump rally. NY Times star Donald McNeil privately dismisses accusations against him as recovered memories. Reality bites at New York Fashion Week, alongside a lot of fantasy. One of our favorite face masks is on sale at Backcountry. Tamron Hall's controversial interview with Drag Race predator Sherry Pie was a lot. These are our favorite disposable face masks. The next headlines are from the New York Post. Will there be a season 2 of The Crew on Netflix? NYC Public School asks parents to reflect on their whiteness. Kentucky couple charged after allegedly leaving baby in bed bug-infested home. The 19 craziest TikTok challenges so far, and the ordeals they've caused. Claire Crawley and Dale Moss allegedly seen together after split. The following headlines are from astronomy.com. Martian dust storms may glow in the dark. Alan Shepard smacked golf balls on the moon, and now we know where they landed. Mars Madness Perseverance rover is about to begin its mission. You're tuned to the No Views, daily automated podcast news. If you are hearing this, you found something super unknown. Congratulations. Now back to the headlines. The next science headlines are from CBS News. Bill Gates says reducing greenhouse emissions to zero is bigger than anything humanity has done to date. Bill Gates says we need hundreds of Elon Musks. NASA's Perseverance rover closes in on Mars. How Bill Gates thinks Americans can combat climate change. Pharmacies offering COVID-19 vaccines, what you need to know. U.S. COVID-19 cases and deaths decline. Report, 91% of students live in CDC's red zones for school reopening. Mars landing site offers best chance to find signs of past life. Record winter storm kills at least 4 million without power. New variants discovered in U.S. raise fears over COVID mutations. The following headlines are from alienUFOsightings.com. Pentagon admits it has been testing wreckage from UFO crashes and findings may change our lives forever, expert says. The next headlines are from the New York Daily News. Bright blue stray dogs discovered near abandoned chemical factory in Russia. Miami lawyer whose pants caught fire at trial charged with cocaine possession. Rudy Giuliani no longer representing Trump as legal woes pile up. Baseball world champion Herb Washington sues McDonald's for racist policies, was told to shut up and flip hamburgers. Disparities persist in NYC distribution of COVID vaccines, city data. Dubai princess says she's being held hostage at villa by her ruling father. Garbage truck driver accused of dumping burning trash that sparked deadly fire in California. Maya Wiley's campaign fails to qualify for public matching funds in NYC mayoral race. Rep Bauman pays homage to his mother who died from COVID on Valentine's Day. Boston police looking for men who broke into Fenway Park in TikTok video. The following headlines are from military.com. Marine who witnessed Iwo Jima flag raising dies before battle's 76th anniversary. Air Force's first overseas F-35 fighter squadron gets crowdsourced new name. Report, Iran and Russia begin joint naval drill. Exhibit at Camp Gordon Johnston World War II Museum honors African American servicemen. Turkey accuses U.S. of backing PKK after Turks killed in Iraq. Navy reports 3 new COVID-19 cases on carrier that had massive 2020 outbreak. UK to return medals to vets discharged because of sexuality. Family seeks answers to fatal shooting on Alaska Naval Base. With ships commissioning delayed, new Mayport LCS to test answer to class design defect. US-led coalition, 1 American wounded, none killed in Iraq rocket attack. The next headlines are from the Chicago Tribune. Storm dumps more than 18 inches of snow in West Ridge, Oak Park, less than half that at O'Hare, forecasters say. 1 more light snow Wednesday before temperatures are forecast to return to the 30s for the first time in weeks. The Spin, in Milwaukee, Biden to call for fast-tracking COVID-19 relief plan. CTU versus Lightfoot battle over, what's next, Trump, Kinzinger tension goes back to 2016. Chicago area roads, transit bogged down by snowstorm. Murdered Yale graduate student attended Maine South High School in Park Ridge. Aurora man charged with hijacking vehicle on your east side. Imago events and a second building collapse after heavy snow moves through Elgin area. Column, heavy Chicago snowfall, harsh winter explained, it's all my fault. 2 south side buildings partially collapse, bringing snow-related cave-ins to 7. That cat lawyer video was funny, here's why mental health experts say you should watch more like it. The following headlines are from FIS.org. Leaders valued over managers, regardless of fit. Wildfires can pollute drinking water, that worries some in the hills above Santa Cruz. Etna spews smoke and ashes in spectacular new eruption. Comet from edge of solar system killed the dinosaurs, study. The 20 best places to tackle U.S. farm nitrogen pollution. Tijuana sewage pounded South Bay beaches last year, EPA says help is on the way. Researchers measure photosynthesis from space. Slow motion precursors give earthquakes the fast slip. Star employees get most of the credit and blame. Thank you for listening and for staying informed. This audio was produced today, Tuesday, February 16th, in the GMT time zone. The next headlines are from Discover magazine. Why are there no crash test dummies that represent average women? How radon might be impacting your health, and what to do about it. Geology of a formerly wet planet at the Mars Perseverance rover landing site. Panpsychism, the trippy theory that everything from bananas to bicycles are conscious. 18 best creatine supplements to buy right now. 5 plants with medicinal properties in your own backyard. How hot will climate change make the Earth by the year 2100? Most people aren't climate scientists. We should talk about climate change anyway. The next headlines are from the Seattle Times. Now at Texas, Steve Sarkisian out for blood as he pursues the best West Coast prospects. Washington State to expand COVID-19 testing program, adding 50 school districts, Inslee says. Game of Thrones stars Harrington, Leslie welcome baby boy. Tigers GM says team considering 6-man rotation. GOP asks Oregon House Speaker to pause session due to storms. Guardiola worried virus cases in soccer could soar in March. The following headlines are from MercuryNews.com. Former Oakland A's World Series hero dies at 73. Man facing charges of kidnapping, raping strangers in the East Bay, has trial date postponed. Man dies in San Pablo traffic collision after police cancel pursuit. Gardening 101, best cultivation practices. Gardening 101, general questions for growing a vegetable garden. School Zoom bomb during Chinese New Year celebration. Coyote bites child walking with mother in East Bay. Skelton, new GOP state Senate leader brings needed centrist approach. Senate acquittal doesn't end Trump's legal problems. Giants HQ, 10 things we'll be watching at spring training in Scottsdale. The next headlines are from the Washington Times. Cooper picks Delegati as next NC Environmental Secretary. Double-Decker Arts Festival cancelled for second year in a row. Delayed census results affect Colorado redistricting plan. NJ small businesses could get 65% PPE discount under program. Bill allows for more local restrictions on tobacco products. Ohio online vaccine scheduling tool still 2-3 weeks away. Amid pandemic, New Mexico forges path to legal cannabis. Paper mill operating since 1866 to close, pandemic cited. The next headlines are from The Intercept. Rep Ro Khanna agrees to public conversation with UAE ambassador if detained journalist is released. Los Angeles Police Department sought home security video related to Black Lives Matter protests. In Biden's nomination of Marty Walsh, Aaron Swartz prosecutor gets her final comeuppance. This is No Views, daily automated podcast news. You are hearing headlines for Tuesday, February 16, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from Eureka Alert. Cloudy eyes caused by protein imbalance. Army researchers expand study of ethics, artificial intelligence. It takes two to tango when cells interact. Reserve prices under scarcity conditions improve with the dynamic ORDC, new research finds. MSK physician shares kidney cancer research at annual ASCO GU symposium. ASHP publishes reports exploring pharmacy's role in future of healthcare delivery. Understanding heart disease, stroke in women remains a scientific research priority. Model helps predict which patients will benefit most from PSMA PET scan. Combination treatment for common glioma type shows promise in mice. The next headlines are from the Chicago Sun-Times. Ash Wednesday traditions adapt to the pandemic. Midway socked with nearly 18 inches of snow, O'Hare gets 7.5 inches. Cubs' velocity issues have them headed into spring training with a lot of catching up to do. One injured after vehicle plunges from I-355 in Addison. Craig Kimbrell back to being Cubs full-time closer in 2021. Marriage and divorce amid the pandemic, couples face new challenges, stress. Case against Amy Cooper dropped after she gets therapy following racist NYC run-in. Chicago Fishing, Midwest Fishing Report, walleye, bluegill, crappie and largemouth bass in snow and cold. Amend, Will Smith spotlights U.S. heroes, villains in the long fight for equality. Shuffling, a lot, again, Chicagoans vent. The feed from the Riverfront Times St. Louis has been removed for putting advertisements in its news RSS feed. Ruma's Deli customers launch grassroots pay-it-forward effort to feed the hungry. Old Rock House announces spring shows at Chesterfield Amphitheater. St. Louis weather forecast shows that hope is on the way. St. Louis fish fry locations. St. Louis parishes gear up for a fish fry season like no other. The next headlines are from Detroit Metro. Detroit's Car Center to host free Thornetta Davis performance for Black History Month live stream. More Michigan restaurant owners and workers explain why they don't think indoor dining should resume now. Republican John James says he was called racial slur in Florida. Promenade Artisan Foods is now serving pastries in Detroit's Fisher Building. Q line to resume streetcar service in late summer as COVID-19 restrictions loosen. The number of marijuana jobs in Michigan doubled in 2020, according to Leafly. The Gorgeous Danny Croho to perform tracks from latest solo record Detroit Blues on Bandcamp live stream. The 59th annual Ann Arbor Film Fest goes virtual, again. Where to order delicious Paxki for in the Detroit area for Fat Tuesday. Governor Whitmer proposes complete ban on firearms in state capitol building. You are hearing today's news headlines. These headlines are for Tuesday, February 16, 2021. Now more. The next headlines are from the Houston Press. Getting ready for round 2 and searching for answers to the power crisis. Governor doesn't about face as legislative leaders call for urgent investigation. Latest on Houston area grocery stores closures and reduce hours. Rockets drop 6th as injuries mount. New restaurants for Tacolandia and avoid a price increase. With more cold and precipitation on the way, Houston remains an ice palace. Fish Fridays, where to eat in Houston during Lent 2021. A hopeful ode to our city and latest single by Adam Bricks. Romanticized satirists won't stop the next fascists, warns Daily Show vet Bassem Youssef. The definitive J.J. Watt 2021 Routing Guide. The next headlines are about world records making news. 3 different world records were set in the same day for Super Mario 3D World plus Bowser's Fury. Esports. Angler gets closer to world ice fishing record. 47-inch tiger muskie caught on Otisco Lake, Syracuse.com. North Bay officially a Guinness World Records holder, the North Bay Nugget. Fresno State's Robinson equal WR in 1957, U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association. Aboard China propels box office sales to a record, the New York Times. Philadelphia artist's 6,507 square foot drawing breaks world record, UPI News. Niagara Falls Public Library, Niagara Falls will miss Guinness World Records Museum, where weird and wonderful happily coexisted, St. Catherine Standard Ca. What Minecraft speedrun world record is, after Dreams reported fake, Screen Rant. Another athletics world record in Monaco's Run 2021, hello Monaco. Grant Holloway has world record in his sights in Toruń. Athletics Weekly. The next headlines are from Gizmodo. The Los Angeles Police Department asked ring owners to hand over footage of BLM protesters. The best phones you can buy right now. Ebola has returned to Africa and officials are racing to contain it. Thousands of stunned sea turtles are being rescued from the Texas freeze. Here are all the new emoji coming to your iPhone in iOS 14.5. The 10 best deals of February 16, 2021. France just suffered a SolarWinds-style cyber attack. Roku apparently has content dreams that are bigger than Quibi. Somebody, please explain this cyberpunk egg mask to me. What place in the world had the hottest and coolest temperatures today? According to ElDoradoWeather.com, the hottest place on Earth in the past 24 hours was Sagu in Mali at 107.6 degrees Fahrenheit or 42 degrees Celsius. The coldest recorded weather temperature on Earth in the past 24 hours was Vostok in Antarctica at minus 63.22 degrees Fahrenheit or minus 52.9 degrees Celsius. The following headlines are from Ars Technica. An anniversary for great justice, remembering all your base 20 years later. Posing as Amazon seller, consumer group investigates fake review industry. Microsoft releases new all-in-one Office app for iPads. Today's best tech deals, Hitman 3, 400 GB micro SD cards, and more. North Dakota lawmakers jump into Apple epic fight with new App Store bill. Shared Android app with over 1 billion downloads is a security nightmare. North Korea may have hacked into Pfizer servers looking for COVID data. Bitcoin's price rises to $50,000 as mainstream institutions hop on. PC versions of Grand Theft Auto River engineered to raw source code. Morphing bodywork among Lotus ideas for a future electric race car. The following headlines are from Raw Story. Some old game show host, Trump mocked after issuing vicious attack on McConnell in effort to advertise his new PAC. Trump removed attack on McConnell's chins from incendiary statement, report. New KKK Act lawsuit is a clear and present danger to Trump's legacy, Obama attorney. Here's why this far-right congressman's family is going after the American Dental Association. Losers go home, Trump ridiculed for long statement attacking Mitch McConnell. Trump blasts McConnell as der unsmiling political hack, then demands his ouster as Senate GOP leader. Just depends on how the weather turns, head of Texas Power Agency has no idea when millions will get electricity back. Dire and unpredictable Texas power problems the result of 10 years of GOP governors, Dallas judge. Fauciing is a new dating trend, Fox News. The next headlines are from Mother Jones. Not everyone was surprised by the attack on the Capitol. Five-time U.S. chess champion Hikaru Nakamura reaches 1 million stream followers, magnitude? Why won't Joe Biden let ethanol die already? The next items are today's top search results for extraterrestrial life. Avi Loeb, is Oumuamua extraterrestrial technology, New Scientist News. Jersey skies, mission to search for extraterrestrial life on Mars lands this week, Jersey's best. James Gunn, prize-winning science fiction author, dies at 97, The New York Times. The following items are today's top search results for the term neuroplasticity. Full text, exploring the impact of modifiable factors on serum BDNF in psychiatry and ET, Dove Medical Press. Small window of opportunity for best recovery after stroke, Science Daily. 5 amazing things you didn't know your brain could do, Ladders. Cell therapy manufacturing market 2021 to 2028 soaring revenues with Pharmacyl, Merck Group, Dickinson & Company, Thermo Fisher, Stem Cell Technologies, Becton, Osiris Therapeutics, BioRed, Cell for Cure, Gene Therapy Catapult UFITS, MasterCell, Pharmacell, Cognate Bioservices, Wuxi AppTech, The Courier. Study, the brain has a small window of opportunity to repair itself after stroke, News Medical Net. A white paper lays out the case for music in early education for all children, San Francisco Classical Voice. FSU's Winthrop Institute hosts symposium to explore connections between cognitive science and transcultural literature, Florida State News. We are nearing the end of this broadcast. This report is for Tuesday, February 16, 2021 in the GMT time zone. What cities are in that time zone? Well, Reykjavik, Iceland, for one. You might wonder if our server is in Reykjavik. It could be. The following is from the UFO Chronicles. Enormous circular craft caught on video, Uruguay. UFO debris, here we go again. Mystery life forms discovered beneath Antarctica. The study of UFOs, often present in deceptive, elusive, and ambiguous terms. That's it for now. Thanks for enjoying today's newsfeed headlines. This, indeed, has been a No Views, daily automated podcast newscast for Tuesday, February 16th, 2021. Bookmark us and tune in each day to our free automated podcast to find out what's going on, around, and, sometimes, light years, beyond the Earth. Fair use statement. True Strange News is a US-based educational not-for-profit news site. We use only parts of content, in transformative ways and without market usurpation. This means you are still going to want to read the original if you are interested in it beyond the headline and any comments we make. We provide links to original sources wherever possible. If you have any copyright concern, please contact us via our About page for immediate remedy. Contact us, Zeno@xenomails 2021 by True Strange News. All rights reserved.